Hello dear viewers, welcome back to MedChem Companion channel. Today I am going to discuss how to find out R and S configuration in wedge dash projection formula. In previous classes we have already discussed how to find out R and S configuration in Fisher projection formula. So today we will discuss the wedge dash projection formula with an example. Here two molecules I have drawn over here. The both of them are enantiomer. Both of them are enantiomer. This is negative ephedrine. Negative represent it rotates the plane polarized light towards left, and this is positive ephedrine. Here positive symbol indicates that this ephedrine rotate the plane polarized light towards right direction. So both of them are isomer, or we can say enantiomer. Both of them are what? Enantiomer, because both of them are mirror images of each other, known superposable mirror images of each other. Now we have to find out the configuration of chiral carbon which is present in this molecule. So in both of this molecule there are two chiral carbon. First is this carbon and second one is this. Here also two chiral carbon, first is this one and second is this one. Now we have to find out the configuration, which carbon is R and which carbon is S. So first we will focus on this carbon, green colored or green valency carbon. So on this carbon there are four functional group: hydroxyl group, this carbon moiety with different functional group, and here again the phenyl group. So first priority goes to oxygen because oxygen has highest priority. Second position goes to this carbon because it has nitrogen atom. And third position goes to this, and fourth priority goes to this hydrogen. So by applying the CIP formula or CIP rule, we have to draw an arrow from 1 to 2 and then 2 to 3. So the direction of arrow is like this. So this is clockwise direction. So if clockwise direction is there, then the configuration of chiral carbon may be R. It's not final yet. The configuration may be R. Now what we have to do? We have to look at the lowest priority group. Lowest priority group is here hydrogen, and its position is below the plane because it is connected by dash-like structure. So if lowest priority group is present below the plane, then the configuration of chiral carbon remains as such, which is depicted by the direction of arrow. So direction of arrow shows that this is R. So finally this carbon have configuration what? R. Which one? This first carbon. This carbon has configuration R. Now we will move on to the next carbon 2. This carbon also, on this carbon also there are four different functional groups. First we set the priorities. So definitely first priority goes to this nitrogen. Why? Because this chiral carbon is directly attached to nitrogen. Nitrogen has highest atomic number among this carbon, and hydrogen. Now second position or second priority goes to this carbon because this carbon is connected with oxygen and carbon further. So first priority goes to this, second goes to this, and third priority goes to this, and fourth one goes to this. Now we connect 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 3. So first is here, second here, and second to third here. The arrows moves in this fashion. So this is what again? Clockwise. So clockwise means configuration may be R. Now we have to look at the fourth priority, lowest priority atom. Lowest priority atom or group is here hydrogen, and the position of hydrogen is here what? It is connected by wedge-like structure or wedge line. So wedge line is above the plane. So lowest priority group, if lowest priority group is present above the plane, the configuration flips or changes. So configuration of this chiral carbon changes from R to S. This is the final configuration. So first carbon have R configuration, whereas second carbon have S configuration. Now we will move on to the next second enantiomer. Here also this is first carbon. Again here the same rule. First priority goes to this hydroxyl group. Second priority goes to this carbon. This is first, this is second. Third goes to this, and fourth goes to this. So again we connect 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. Arrows moves in this fashion. So this is what? This is your anti-clockwise direction. So configuration of that chiral carbon may be S. Maybe S. It's not final yet. Maybe. Now we have to look at the fourth position, lowest priority group. Lowest priority group is hydrogen, and this hydrogen is placed below the plane because it is connected by dash-like structure. So it is below the plane. So if lowest priority group present below the plane, then configuration retains as such. So here first carbon has which configuration? S. Now we will move on to the next carbon. Next carbon is here this one. So around this nitrogen atom goes first priority goes to nitrogen atom, then second priority goes to this carbon, and third priority goes to methyl, and fourth goes to this. Now again we draw an arrow from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. So again you will see the arrow goes in this fashion or moves in this fashion. So this is again anti-clockwise. So if it is anti-clockwise, then configuration of that chiral carbon may be S. Now we have to look at the lowest priority group. Lowest priority group here is hydrogen, and its position is, it is connected by this wedge line, and wedge line is always above the plane. So if lowest priority group is present above the plane, the configuration flips or changes from S to R. So this carbon, second carbon, has R configuration. So here second carbon has what? R configuration. Now what is the relationship between these two molecules? I have already said that both of them are enantiomer because both of them are mirror images. Now if they are mirror images, then their configuration just goes opposite to each other. First here you will see first carbon has R configuration, here first carbon has S. So first the configuration of first carbon exactly opposite, changes from R to S. Here second carbon has S configuration, here second carbon has R configuration. Again the configuration just goes opposite to each other. So if the configuration of chiral carbon just goes opposite to each other, then both of them or both the molecule becomes what? Enantiomer. So both of these molecules are what? Enantiomer. I hope you understand the concept. Next we will see more example of drug molecules in the next